So our assignment for this week was to self-evaluate ourselves within the classroom, and to evaluate like our school and our community around us. I feel like naturally from the start of this class and reading all these different articles and all this research, I've naturally been doing that since the beginning of the class, um, because I want to be able to do better, and I'm checking like, am I offering a UDL type framework for my class? Am I building a community that is diverse and like welcoming and valuing people from all different types of walks? I would say that it's definitely hard for me, and it's something like, unfortunately, that I would say that I put on the back burner. As far as, well, we are departmentalized and I teach math, and I feel like it's just we're in a time crunch from the first day of school until ACAP testing, which was another topic this week. But I feel like we're on a time crunch, so it's always like from the beginning of class to the end of class, math, 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 get everything done, make sure we're covering everything that we need to cover. I also taught first grade at one point, and I feel like I definitely did a lot better then because I had the same class all day, and we did morning meetings where I would allow them to talk, and we did these fun activities. And I feel like I was just better at it there. I even did, like, at the beginning of the year, I would do a show and tell, and the kids loved that. And I think that's another thing that I've struggled with, is I think that I have told myself that this is like the beginning of the year activities, oh, we're getting to know each other, type situations, but I know that that's wrong in my thinking. I know that I need to be carrying that that bond, like the community that I want them to have. I need to be constantly be building on that for that to happen. I also made the mistake of thinking, okay, well, when I'm teaching fourth grade, these kids are more familiar with each other, and first grade, they need to be taught that. So maybe that's why I put more emphasis on it in first grade. But now in fourth grade, I'm like, okay, I have a really small school, so it's literally two classes, and it's two classes, and that's the whole grade. So it's like they know each other. They've probably had classes with each other at some point. But that's another bad thing in my thinking, is that I need to continue to build this community with them. Even if they do know each other, there's definitely ways that I can build a better community and openness to each other. But then another problem that I guess that I've run into is that I feel like teaching just math is kind of hard to like build a community and to like have examples where we can bring up topics of diversity and culture into math. I don't know. I do want to do better. That is definitely a goal of mine. But I think it's definitely going to be something that I'm going to be thinking about this summer to try to start next year and be able to have things continuously going. In our text, it said that I need to help students look into mirrors and to look out windows in order to help them explore the world, but also to help them understand their personal diversity and their personal culture and identity. So I definitely want to do better, and I saw different things within our text this week that I would like to do as far as like the high lows. I think that would be a great thing to do. I know I'm just gonna have to sacrifice some time, but I mean, in order for these students to reach the learning that I desire them to reach, we're gonna have to have a foundation of community and understanding and just acceptance and value that they feel from their teacher and from the other kids in the class. So again, they are not going to reach where I want them to be in my classroom or academically until they feel accepted and loved and worthy of the environment that they're in. in order to do better, I definitely have to make a change and be consistent in my change and be super intentional in my planning as far as what's going on in my room. So I really enjoyed this week's readings, and I really thought that the Amy Stewart's presentation was really powerful, and I actually really enjoyed it, and I watched most of it. So we need to be intentional in what we plan in our classrooms to help our students all feel that they are part of the community and that they're valued and seen.